Shalom. All right, before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Bahakurash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS. Peace, honor, respect to you brothers that's out there laboring. All right, edifying, rightly divine the word, the truth and sincerity. All right, shalom to you believers out there, the Aki and Wa'akwa. All right, let me get this set. Give me 1 second. So now I want to start off with Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he calls of all, both great, Slakia, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. Now, everything we filter through the scriptures. So we know the talk of the town really is Elon Musk. One of the talks, because there's so much going on, is that Elon Musk, hold on, let me put this on the big review, that Elon Musk, okay, what have he done? Okay, he implanted a brain C-hip in the first human. Now, we all know this could have been done on a low years ago. We could have been doing this. They could have been doing this, but it's coming out publicly. And that's why I got Revelation 13, 16, 17, because we already know this scripture, all right? So I want to play this short vid. Make sure. Yep. All right, so we got an ad to go through. So again, everything is scriptural, and a lot of stuff just been going on. I know you brothers and sisters been noticing. We've been going through the wars, the rumors of wars. You got this looming with the C-hip, first human trial, publicly known. We still got the C-hip that's supposed to go in the hand, the wrist, wherever. That's looming. Okay. Earthquakes in diverse places. We got civil war. We on the brink of civil war. I mean, it's a lot going on. So let's play it. Here we go.
Elon Musk says his Neuralink brain chip startup has put an implant in a human patient for the first time. Musk said Sunday that the patient is recovering well and that, quote, initial results show promising neuron spike detection. Spikes are activity by neurons, which use electrical and chemical signals to send information around the brain and to the body. It's been a bumpy road for Neuralink to reach this point. The company, valued at around $5 billion last June, has faced calls for closer scrutiny of its safety protocols. Reuters reported earlier this month that the company was fined for violating federal rules on the movement of hazardous materials. Last November, lawmakers requested an investigation into whether Musk safety of its technology after veterinary records showed problems with the implants on monkeys, including paralysis, seizures, and brain swelling. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration cleared the company to conduct its first human trial. Last year, including paralysis, seizures, and brain swelling. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration cleared the company to conduct its first human trial last year. Neuralink uses a robot to surgically place a chip in a part of the brain that controls the intention to move, and that their initial goal is to enable people to control a computer cursor or keyboard with their thoughts alone. Musk said on X that Neuralink's first product would be called telepathy, and that, quote, initial users will be those who have lost the use of their limbs. The startup's ambitions include helping patients overcome paralysis and a host of neurological conditions. Neuralink did not immediately respond to a Reuters request for further details.
So you see where when we go back to Revelation, the 13th chapter, if you jump up, it says in the 14th verse, it says, and deceiveth them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles. Now, when you get into those miracles, it's getting into this man's technology, which he had to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the womb by a sword and then lived. All right, and when you're going into that, you know, the Roman Empire, the ancient Roman Empire fell. All right, but it was re-improvised with what you have now today, which is America. This new Edomite power structure will be considered, you know, Rome 2.0. And no doubt the miracles, all right, the technology is on a far greater scale. Okay. So that's one part of it. I want to get this now. I want to come to this vid right here. It says what? The WEF unveils flying microchips that can detect thought crimes and disable your brain, man. So this is where we at with it. This is where we at. We're at a point where we're at a point where now they have flying sea hips, all right, that can detect thought crimes. I'm gonna play this vid. Okay, let's play this. This is going into the miracles again. So let me see.
The World Economic Forum has unveiled.
And sometimes my StreamYard act funny when I play these vids, so Lord willing, I don't have to pause. I can just go straight through and get the scripts.
The latest technology designed to surveil populations, monitor for thought crimes, and all behavior without consent. As NPR reports, it's neither a bird nor.
So you see, I think it paused, but you see flying microchips the size of a sand grain could be used for population surveillance. All right, and I want to kind of get through this whole vid, but it seems like it might want to act funny. Let me see if I can do this.
But a winged microchip as small as a grain of sand that can be carried by the wind as it monitors such things as pollution levels or the spread of airborne diseases. Per usual, the manipulative mainstream media is only giving their audience half of the story. But strap yourself in, because we've got the WEF-funded scientists at Northwestern University admitting on video what the real agenda is behind the groundbreaking technology. Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the People's Voice Locals community to join our incredible community. A team of engineers at Northwestern University have developed the first ever flying microchip. Unfortunately for humanity, this incredible feat of engineering is going to be put to an evil use by the global elite in their war on humanity. Grid involving flying microchips the size of a grain of sand is only part of the plan. They also want to go under this.
All right, so 2 Thessalonians tell us what? 2 Thessalonians 2, starting at verse 3, it says what? Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. All right, and that already happened. Okay, as the Israelites we fell away, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, and that's what's going on right now. That man of sin is being revealed. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He's the son of perdition. Esau, who opposeth and exalt himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as a God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is a God. And when you go into this technology, things that he do on the planet Earth, is because he have a God complex. And they don't, you know, they don't fear the Most High. They don't fear Yahweh by some shots. So let's get it. Let's go back to the vid.
The goal of this project has been to add capability for winged flight to electronic circuit chips, with the idea that those capabilities would allow us to distribute highly functional but miniaturized electronic devices that could sense the environment for disease tracking, population surveillance, maybe monitoring of environmental contamination.
Did you catch that? They're actually admitting that these flying microchips, which are no larger than a grain of sand, will be used for disease monitoring and population surveillance. And you thought the elites were authoritarian during the COVID pandemic.
So the objects that we've created consist of two parts. One is an electronic functional component that has an overall size scale in the range of 1 millimeter. So almost like a tiny grain of sand. But we've integrated with that electronic chip wing structures that form almost what looks like a helicopter. And so as these structures fall through the air, in interaction between the air and those wings cause a rotational motion that creates a very stable, slow falling velocity that allows these structures to interact for extended periods with ambient wind that really enhances the dispersal process, much like seeds do in the biological world. We think we've beaten biology.
The elites are determined to play God and alter the human body.
So you see what he said. Let's go back.
The elites are determined to play
like seeds do in the biological world. We think we've beaten biology.
You see?
The elites are determined to play God and alter the human body. So it's no surprise they think they've beaten biology by developing functional surveillance devices so small that they'll be undetectable to the naked eye. The elites are hell-bent on enslaving us in their techno-communist utopia. Enslaving us via a total surveillance control grid involving flying microchips the size of a grain of sand is only part of the plan. They also want to go under the skin. A patent granted to Bill Gates awarded the self-appointed World Health Czar the exclusive right to computerize human bodies and use them as local wireless networks. The human body is a vibrating, throbbing, pulsing gateway of tubes and tunnels, filled with electrolytes and all capable of transmitting information, the lifeblood of the internet and the 21st century. Now it's emerged that Gates' Microsoft was granted exclusive rights to this ability of the body to act as a computer network. If this sounds too much like science fiction, then you're welcome to check it out for yourself. Microsoft was awarded US patent 6,754,472, which is titled Method and Apparatus for Transmitting Power and Data Using the Human Body. It really should be science fiction. Did anybody consult you about whether you're willing to hand over the exclusive rights to your body to Bill Gates? Of course, the answer is no. But Gates doesn't care. According to Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Gates has a godlike willingness to experiment with the lives of lesser humans.
You see, Gates have a godlike willingness to experiment with lives of lesser humans. Now, when you go here to the Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter, I'm going to get this in a GNT. And this is going into the wicked Esau, Edom elites reasoning with themselves. Now I'm going to jump kind of to the point. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and verse 10. It says, will oppress the poor, even if they are righteous. Okay. Will show no respect for widows or old people. We call ourselves right if we are strong enough to get what we want. No one ever got anything by being weak. Righteous people are nothing but a nuisance. So let's look for the chance to get rid of them. All right. And this is what they want to do. This is why the true believers is going to be persecuted. They are against what we do. They accuse us of breaking the laws of Moses and violating the traditions of our ancestors. They claim to know the Most High, and they call themselves the Lord's children, right? Us saying we are the Israelites. They're not talking about those people over there in the land right now. They're talking about us, all right? So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that's waking up. We can't stand the sight of people like that. What they are contradicts our whole way of thinking. Yeah, righteousness is contradictory to these elites, to Esau, Edom, which is the wicked. They are not like other people that have strange ways. They think that our moral standards are so corrupt that everything we do should be avoided. Yeah, they boast of having the Most High for their Father and believe that when all is said and done, only the righteous will be happy. Yeah, and that's true. Okay, because the scriptures tell us, all right, book of Proverbs, book of Psalms. You know, you go into the book of Proverbs, the contrast of the wicked versus the righteous. Matter of fact, let me get something real quick. Yeah, I want to wait on that. But you see how these people, they have a God complex, man. And they believe that by their hand they're doing things. So let's continue with the vid.
Humans. Kennedy Jr. goes on to warn that Bill Gates has used his money to systematically purchase powers exceeding, in some respects, those wielded by presidents, and is using these powers to experiment on human beings like guinea pigs. If you don't want to be a guinea pig, you have to educate yourself about the plans of the elite and make plans to exit their matrix of control. This is what we are about at the People's Voice. Join our locals to patent the human body. Body partition. Civil liberties groups have also expressed outrage over Gates' move to patent the human body. Body parts, in this case skin, should not be in any way patentable, said Jim Thomas of the ETC group, which monitors developments in technology. There are big questions here about whether individuals will be able to refuse this technology if it's used in, for example, tracking devices. Whatever you do, don't underestimate these people. They are mad, drunk on power, and they don't have our best interests at heart. After this quick break, we'll expose how we know their plans have been in the works for years. We'll be back after this important word from our sponsor. Are you interested in reaching a large and growing audience? The People's Voice. The people of the world are rejecting the New World Order in their droves. But there's support for Gates from the globalist elites with whom he's working hand in hand. The prophet of Davos, Yuval Noah Harari, says that there's no question that individuals will have no say whatsoever about whether their bodies will be used in this technology. According to Harari, the designer of life will no longer be God. The WEF are going to be the designers of the future of life.
You see? Let's get that back.
Of life will no longer be God. According to Harari, the designer of life will no longer be God. The WEF are going to be the designers of the future of life. Harari is well known to...
You see what your boy's saying? When you go to Psalm 73, it says what, 73, starting at verse 9, it says, they set their mouth, and this is going into the wicked, all right? The end of the wicked contrasted with that of the righteous, all right? See? So it's a contrast. The wicked is going to go down in death. The righteous is going to rise up in life. Psalm 73 and 8. It says, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully, all right? They set their mouth against, this is what I wanted to get, Psalm 73 and 9. They set their mouth against the heavens, yeah, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out into them. And they say, how doeth the Most High know it? And is there knowledge in the Most High, man? This is what these people are saying. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world, they increase in riches. Okay, these are the people right here. Novo, these are not poor people. Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, Nova, Harari. All right, they're in their kingdom. These Edomites. Now check this out. Let's go to Psalms 49. It says, listen to this, all you people, pay attention, everyone in the world, high and low, rich and poor, listen. All right, I'm going to jump to the point. Psalms 49 and 6 tell us what? And this is in NLT. It says, they trust in their wealth and boast of great riches, yet they cannot redeem themselves in death by paying a ransom to the Most High. See? So all of these people, they're going to die, man. You had them Rothschilds, they die, man. Okay. Redemption does not come so easily, for no one can ever pay enough to live forever and never see the grave. And that's what they want to go into. They really want the what the Israelites are going to receive, eternity. When I play the rest of this video, you're going to see that. That's that God complex, but they can't get it because the birthright, it wasn't meant for them. That's what they really want. Those who are wise must finally die, just like the foolish and senseless, leaving all their wealth behind. The grave is their eternal home where they will stay forever. They may name their estates after themselves, but their fame will not last. They will die just like animals. This is the fate of fools. Though they are remembered as being wise, like sheep, they are led to the grave, where death will be their shepherd. In the morning, the godly will rule over them. Yes, who are the godly? The Israelites, starting with the elect. Okay, that's who's going to rule over Yovel, Noah Harari, Klaus Schwab, and the rest of these Edomites and the rest of these heathen nations. In the morning, okay, when it's a new day, it's morning time. Think about it. And so Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is going to follow behind. You know, Jacob is the beginning. Salakia. Jacob is the beginning. So Esau will be the night, and Jacob will be what? The morning, man. That new day. In the morning, the godly will rule over them. Their bodies will rot in the grave, far from their grand estates. See? So this is what's going to happen to them that trust in their wealth. They're going to go down. Even when we go here to Isaiah the 10th chapter, and I got that in the NLT, getting to the point, because when you refer to Assyria, it's like America. All right. America is spiritual Assyria, the king of Assyria. That's these kings of the day spiritually, because all of the kings and the kingdoms, they get reincarnated. That's why you see the similarities in ancient Rome and America, man, because it's nothing but a kingdom that was reincarnated. You have the same people in power in the ancient and antiquity as you do today. They just new names, new bodies, things of that nature. So when you hear Assyria, that's a buzzword. It says what? After the Lord have used the king of Assyria to accomplish his purpose on Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, all right, just like in old time, the Lord used these heathen nations, heathen kings, to punish us for our wickedness. He will turn against the king of Assyria and punish him. So just like the Edomites are being used to punish us today, well, the Lord gonna turn, just like he rose them up to take us down, well, he's gonna bring them down. He gonna turn against them, and we seeing that happen now. For he is proud and arrogant. Yeah. He said the new let's get that back. What he said. Let's get that back.
Will have no say whatsoever about whether their bodies will be used in this technology. According to Harari, the designer of life will no longer be God. The WEF are going to be the designers of the future.
You see, he's proud and arrogant, and that's a part of his takedown. Lord put that spirit on them to be like that so he can just bring them down to the ground. For he is proud and arrogant. He boasts, by my own powerful arm have I done this. With my own shrewd wisdom I planned it. I have broken down the defenses of nations and carried off their treasures. I have knocked down their kings like a bull. Yeah, Esau Edom think he's the creator of this technology by his own wisdom. He think he planned all of his war strategies. He think that he took the Israelites by his own might and own power and rule over the planet, having all these other countries as vassals by his own might and power. No, it's Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua who brought him up. See, but he's going to be brought down. I have robbed their nest of riches and gathered up kingdoms as a farmer gathers eggs. No one can even flap a wing against me or utter a peep of protest. See, this is what he thinks. Okay. This is what he thinks. But what the scriptures say, but can the axe boast greater power than the person who uses it? No. Is the saw greater than the person who saws? Can a rod strike unless a hand moves it? Can a wooden cane walk by itself? Yeah, because guns are dangerous, but they're not dangerous if no one pick it up and pull the trigger. Therefore, the Lord of heaven armies, will send a plague among Assyria proud troops, and a flaming fire will consume his glory. The Lord, the light of Israel, will be a fire. The Holy One will be a flame. He will devour the thorns and briars with fire, burning up the enemy in a single night. Yeah, 1 hour, this boy gonna be taken down. 1 hour, America gonna be taken down. See? The Lord will consume Assyria's glory, like a fire consumeth a forest in a fruitful land. It will waste away like sick people in a plague. Okay? So the Lord is going to consume this white man's glory, and he's never going to be remembered. He's going to be took out of power. All right, so let's go back to the vid.
Harari is well known to be fluent in blasphemy, but even by his low standards, this is shocking.
Within, say, 200 years, to give a conservative estimate, there won't be Homo sapiens on planet Earth.
200 years?
200 years, and I think this is a conservative estimate.
Wow.
Maybe even 100 years. It's not that we'll destroy ourselves in some calamity. Much more likely, we will use advanced technology, biotechnology, nanotechnology, direct brain-computer interfaces to upgrade Homo sapiens into different kinds of beings which are different from us, much more than we are different from Neanderthals, beings which will have different bodies, different minds, different brains. I mean, the big products of the coming century will not be shoes or clothes or cars or weapons. The big product of the 21st century are going to be bodies and minds. So I think we are heading towards the upgrading of Homo sapiens into gods. The people who believe in...
See what he just said? Upgrade Homo sapiens into gods. They want the birthright, but they're not going to be able to get it back. It's a wrap. They want what Israel's going to have. New bodies, new brains, a total upgrade. Okay? Not the stony heart, the flesh heart. The laws in our inward parts, they don't want that part, but they want the body. They want to be able to go into space without a suit. They want to live forever. They want to know what you think and all these great things that Israel is promised. You see it. And that's why I went to 2 Thessalonians. They have a God complex, but they won't accomplish it. And at the same time, they think they're coming up with these plans on their own. They think they're going to be around to do these things, but no.
Natural selection, I think they're obviously right about the past. But the people who believe in intelligent design, they are right about the future. The future of life belongs to intelligent design, but the designers, the intelligent designers, will not be some gods above the clouds. We are going to be the intelligent designers of the future of life in the universe.
You see? You see? Psalm 73, let's get that again. In 11, and they say, how doeth the Most High know? Is there knowledge in the Most High? They speak very, very proudly, man. All right. Psalms 36. In verse 1, it says, sin whispers to the wicked deep within their hearts. They have no fear of the Most High at all. In their blind conceit, they cannot see how wicked they really are. Everything they say is crooked and deceitful. They refuse to act wisely or do good. They lie awake at night, hatching sinful plots. Their actions are never good. They make no attempt to turn from evil. See? This is them, man. This is them. Okay. Let's go back to the vid. This is them, man. Boy.
Harari also explains why Gates's patent on the human body is so important. Gates was at the forefront of the computer science revolution, according to Harari, and he's also at the forefront of the revolution in the biological sciences. And guess what? According to Harari, Bill Gates' two revolutions are about to merge in one big scientific experiment.
Hacking human beings, the ability to hack humans, to understand deeply what's happening within you, what makes you go. And for that, the most important data is not what you read and who you meet and what you buy, it's what's happening inside your body. So we had these two big revolutions, the computer science revolution, or the infotech revolution, and the revolution in the biological sciences. And they are still separate, but they are about to merge. They are merging around, I would say, the biometric sensor. It's the thing, it's the gadget, it's the technology that converts biological data into digital data that can be analyzed by computers. And having the ability to really monitor people under the skin, this is the biggest game changer of all. Because this is the key for getting to know people better than they know themselves. I often give the example from my own personal life that I realized I was gay only when I was 21. And I keep thinking about the time when I was 15, 16, how could I have missed it? You know, something so important about myself should have been obvious, but I didn't know. Now, today, or in 5 or 10 years, any algorithm of Microsoft or Amazon or the government would be able to know such a thing when I'm 12 or 13, just by monitoring what's happening in my body,
So you see where they want to monitor your thoughts. Going back to the flying microchips that can detect thought crimes and disable your brain. All right. And that's why when you go to Revelation 12 and 12, what do it say? Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And this is part of it. All of these, using this technology to detect thoughts, disable your brain, the C-hip that's supposed to go in the hand, all of these things are part of that great wrath, because he know he have a short time. A short time for what? To do his wickedness. A short time to be in rulership. They know these things. That's why they're trying to, number one, they're trying to keep the Israelites away, far away from Yahweh Shai as possible. By disinformation, misinformation, when they seen the Israelites waking up, it's like, oh shit, you know, excuse my language, but yeah, that's what they saying. So now they got all of these things going. And now, you know, they can't stop prophecy, man, but they're going to come down with that wrath because they know, man, they getting close to their demise. So now they need their technology to fight against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, but it can't. It's nothing. All right, but they're going to go out with a fight, though. Lord going to put that spirit on them.
What's happening to my eyes when let's say I see a boy and a girl walking on the beach? Where do my eyes focus? So this is the crucial revolution, and COVID is critical because this is what convinces people to accept, to legitimize total biometric surveillance. If we want to stop this epidemic, we need not just to monitor people, we need to monitor what's happening under their skin.
You heard it from the horse's mouth.
You did.
The WEF are determined to join Bill Gates in experimenting on you and your family. Conveniently, just this week, the FDA changed the law so that informed consent is no longer necessary for clinical trials. Could they make their intentions any more obvious? It's time to break free from the shackles imposed on us by the global elite and
So, yeah, that's pretty much the point. You know, I just wanted to bring this information out to you brothers and sisters. You know, the Lord willing, it was edifying. To the next lesson. Shalom.